Hello friends! Today we'll learn how do earthquakes occur. An earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling of the ground caused by the movement of tectonic plates beneath the Earth's surface. But what are these tectonic plates? How do they move? And why do they suddenly slip and cause earthquakes? To understand this, let's start from the Earth's core. At the center of the Earth lies the core. It is about 12,000 kilometers in radius and is made up of two parts, the inner core and the outer core. The inner core is solid and has a radius of 6,000 kilometers. It is made up of iron and nickel, despite being just 1,000 kilometers below the Earth's surface. The inner core is at a scorching 5,000 degrees Celsius. The outer core is liquid and extends to the boundary of the Earth's core. Its temperature reaches up to 10,000 degrees Celsius. Because the outer core is liquid, it is also electrically conductive. This enables the Earth's core to generate a magnetic field, which in turn protects us from harmful cosmic radiation. The boundary between the core and the mantle is known as the Gutenberg discontinuity. Above the core is the mantle. It extends from the core to the Earth's crust and makes up 84% of the Earth's volume. The mantle is 2,900 kilometers thick and its temperature can reach 3,700 degrees Celsius. The mantle is not uniform throughout. Instead, it is divided into two parts, the upper mantle and the lower mantle. The upper mantle, along with the Earth's crust, forms the lithosphere. The lithosphere is about 100 kilometers thick and is rigid. However, the upper mantle is hotter near the crust than deeper down. Due to this, the uppermost part of the mantle, along with the crust, behaves like a broken, brittle solid. It is divided into several large and small pieces called tectonic plates. These plates are in constant motion, although very slow motion. They move at a speed of only a few centimeters per year, which is comparable to the growth rate of our fingernails. Now, the question arises, how do these plates move? To answer this, let's look at the layer below the upper mantle, which is known as the word asthenosphere means weak sphere. As we go deeper into the Earth, the temperature and pressure increase. Due to this, the rocks in the asthenosphere become soft and start flowing like a very viscous liquid. Although the movement of tectonic plates is slow, the forces that drive them are incredibly strong. These forces originate in the energy released from the Earth's core due to the decay of radioactive elements present in the mantle. This energy creates convection currents in the Due to these currents, the tectonic plates move on top of the asthenosphere in a similar way to how a pot of soup circulates when heated on a stove. Now, what happens when two plates meet? It may happen that one plate is moving towards another. In this case, the force of one plate overpowers the other and pushes it under the surface. This process is known as subduction. Another possibility is that two plates may collide with equal force. When this happens, neither plate moves. Instead, they may buckle and fold, creating mountain ranges such as the Himalayas. Yet another possibility is that the plates may slide past each other horizontally. This can cause a buildup of stress along the fault line. When the stress exceeds the strength of the rocks break and slip suddenly. This sudden slip causes the earthquake! In fact, most earthquakes occur along the boundaries of tectonic plates. Earthquakes can also occur due to the withdrawal of groundwater from wells and the explosion of a nuclear bomb. The point inside the Earth where the earthquake originates is called the focus or hypocenter. The point on the Earth's surface directly above the focus is known as the epicenter. The energy released during an earthquake travels in all directions in the form of seismic waves. These waves cause the ground to shake. The strength of the ground motion depends on the energy released by the earthquake and the distance from the epicenter. The farther the distance, the weaker the ground motion. The moment when the rocks along the fault line break and slip is known as the main. Sometimes, after the main shock, there may be weaker shocks known as aftershocks. Aftershocks usually occur because the rocks around the fault line have been slightly shifted out of their original position. Therefore, the stress is not evenly distributed along the fault line. As a result, some parts of the fault line may suddenly slip, causing an earthquake. That's all for today, guys. See you next time!